Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing and today I'm going to be talking about the different types of tenses that you can combine when you're writing your IELTS essays. So let's start from the simple present tense. So you can use this in different forms. You use the simple present tense when you're talking about an action in the present taking place, that has taken place once, that is going to take place several times, or has never taken place. So for instance, you're saying things like she drinks, he drinks, they drink, we drink. So this action might have taken place once, might have taken place several times, or might never have taken place. So when you're using it in the affirmative form, that's the first type of the simple present tense, you can say she drinks. In the negative form, however, she does not drink. In the interrogative form, does she drink? So you can use that. Let's use another verb. I play. That's the affirmative form. In the negative form, I don't play. In the interrogative form, don't I play? So you're seeing the different ways you can use it in your, and you can also use it for actions taking place one after the other. When you're saying she drinks, that means she drank yesterday, she's drinking now, she's gonna drink. Or an action set by a timetable or a schedule, so she's doing it regularly. So that's your simple present tense. Let's move to the present progressive. So the present progressive tense, you use it when an action is taking place at the moment of speaking, so it's happening now or is arranged for the future. For instance, the affirmative form, you say he is reading, so that action is taking place now or is going to continue in the future. Negative, he is not reading. Interrogative, is he reading? So it's different from he reads. He does not read. Does he read? So you're seeing the different types now. So in this one, you use the verb plus ing. So the simple past. So simple past, you use it when an action has happened in the past once, several times, has never happened, or an action taking place one after the other. You can also use it. For instance, affirmative, you say I cried. So I might have cried and cried again. That's what I meant by an action taking place one after the other, but that has happened in the past. It's not happening anymore now. So you can say I cried. Negative, I did not cry. Interrogative, did I cry? You see, you can use these different examples in your essay. It doesn't have to be the verb cry, it can be anything. I left. You can say I left. I did not leave. Did I leave? And when you're changing it to the negative, you cannot say, for instance, I did not cried. So when you say I cried, I cried, after the form of the verb that comes after is going to be the past tense. So it will be I cried. When you're changing it to the negative, you say I did not cry. You cannot say I did not cried. So once you put not, you change that verb to the simple present form. I did not cry. When you're also using it in the interrogative form, did I cry? You cannot say did I cried, because the did as shown that is happened in the past. You cannot use two past forms twice in a sentence. So you say did I cry, so the cry turns to simple present of form of the verb. So past progressive, when you're using the affirmative form, you say he was driving. When an action was going on at a certain time in the past. And then affirmative, you say he was driving. The negative would be he was not driving. So you don't need to change the form of the verb here. Driving, drive plus ing. He was driving when the incident happened. He was not driving when the incident happened. Interrogative, was he driving when the incident happened? So this is it. So you use to be, that's the simple past, plus verb plus ing. Was he driving? Yeah. Present perfect simple. Let's look at this form. So the affirmative would be they have slept, for instance. They have slept. So this is the present perfect simple, means emphasis is on the result, is not on the duration. So the action that was started in the past and is still going on now, that's what you use it for. Or the action that has started in the past but has stopped recently. Or there's a finished action that has an influence on the present. Yeah? So you have they have slept. Negative, they have not slept. Interrogative, have they slept? So this is when you're using the perfect simple, you know, this is when you use have plus the perfect form of the tense. So sleep, sleeps, sleeping, slept, slept. So have they slept? They have not slept. So present perfect progressive. Let's look at this. So this is when you're putting an emphasis on the course of an action or the duration, not the result. You remember we're talking about the present perfect simple when you put emphasis on the result, not the duration of the action itself. So the action might still be having an influence on the present, but now that action has recently stopped. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, so he has been thinking. He has been thinking. Yeah? He has not been thinking. Has he been thinking? So this is the difference. When you say they have slept, you are using the forms, you know, have or has plus past participle. So have or has, that's what you're using. Yeah? And this is when you need to learn a list of irregular verbs. I'm going to give you that list shortly. Yeah? So when you say he has been drinking, you have the affirmative form. The negative would be he has not been drinking. Interrogative would be has he been drinking. So you know when you're writing interrogative, you need to put a question mark at the end, right? So have or has, that's when you use have or has plus been plus verb plus ing. That's when you're using your present perfect progressive. Now present perfect, no, you have past perfect simple, sorry. So affirmative, you say she had one. Now when you're using your past perfect simple, you use had plus past participle. So you're using the past participle of your regular verbs. That's your verb plus ed, right? So she had won. Yeah? She had not won. Had she won? So by the time the audience was clapping, had she won? Yeah? Those are examples you can use. So you have past perfect progressive. So this past perfect progressive, the affirmative form would be he had been waiting. So let me explain what past perfect progressive means. The action is the action taking place before a certain time in the past. Yeah? So sometimes it's interchangeable with past perfect simple. Yeah? You need to put emphasis on the duration or the course of action. So duration, he had been waiting for so long. That's an example of the affirmative form. Yeah? So the action was taken before a certain, he had been waiting before she came. Yeah? He had been waiting before they left. Yeah? Negativity. When you're using the negative form, he had not been waiting before she came. So he wasn't waiting for her before she came. Interrogative would be, had he been waiting before she got there? Yeah, you see? Future simple. Quite interesting. We use the simple future, tense for instant decisions. So we use the simple future tense when we predict a future situation. Yeah? You can use it in conditional sentences. Let's look at, yeah? Affirmative. I will open the door. Negative, I will not open the door. This is quite common. A lot of people use future simple tenses. Will you open the door? Will I open the door? So you use will plus the verb. Yeah. Future plan, going to, when you're going to do something. So you had going to. Yeah. So it's to be in the simple present plus going to plus verb. So when there are predictions that something is going to happen in the future, so affirmative would be is going to clean the car. Negative, he is not going to clean the car. Interrogative, is he going to clean the car? Yeah. So future plan or present progressive. You use this when you say what you've planned and arranged to do at a specific time in the future. So these are fixed plans with definite time or place. Affirmative is traveling to Egypt next week. Negative is not traveling to Egypt next week. Interrogative, is it traveling to Egypt next week? You see, you use to be in the simple present is E plus verb plus ing, traveling to. Yeah, that's the way it sounds. So future progressive. I'm trying to be a little bit faster now. In the affirmative, when you're saying an action that is going to happen at a certain time in future, she will be listening to music. Affirmative, she will not be listening to music. Negative. Interrogative, will she be listening to music? So you have will plus be plus verb plus ing. Future perfect, will plus have plus past participle. Yeah, the past participle of simple verbs will be verb plus ed. You have affirmative, he will have spoken. That's future perfect. So that action is already finished at a certain, the action will be finished at a certain time in the future. He will have spoken by the time they come. Yeah, he will not have spoken. That's the negative. So you see the difference in the difference between the negative and the affirmative form. The interrogative, will he have spoken by then? Yeah. So it's interesting. Future perfect progressive, you will have been studying. So you have will plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. You will not have been studying. That's the negative. Will you have been studying? That's the interrogative form. Yeah. Conditional simple sentence. So affirmative, we would relax. That's when you are saying an action might take place, might not. We would relax. Negative, we would not relax. Interrogative, would we relax? Yeah. Conditional progressive, action that might take place. You're putting emphasis on the course or the duration of the action. So you have, he would be writing. Negative, he would not be writing. Interrogative, would he be writing? So you have conditional perfect. Yeah. You have would plus have plus past participle. So action that might have taken place in the past, he would have written it. Negative, he would not have written it. Interrogative, would he have written it? So conditional perfect progressive. Affirmative, she would have been sleeping. Negative, she would not have been sleeping. Interrogative, would she have been sleeping? So you have would plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. This is when you use it when an action that might have taken place in the past happens. Yeah, when you're trying to explain that an action might have taken place in the past. So yeah, this was a very interesting session. I look forward to having more interesting sessions like this. If you have any essays that you want me to correct for you, you can simply send an email to Dr. Blessing Bello. The Bello is BELLO. So it's doctor. The doctor is in full, DOCTORBLESSINGBELLO. Everything is together, no space. At yahoo.com. So Dr. Blessing Bello at yahoo.com. Send me your essays. I'm going to correct them for you. Yeah. Thank you so much for this session. See you again next session. Bye bye.